mission towards being that cultural entrepreneur, that we see our personal mission within the 10,000 community of experts. So that is our mission, our personal mission that we have declared, in our declaration. We are person with happiness, joy, that we work with joyous people, that we recognize this personal mission. When we have that awareness of our personal mission, then all that we will attract all the resources, the resources from left to right, from negative to positive. We will attract all the resources that will come to us, the conditioning. It's not something big, but it is very, it's big because it is my mission, and my mission is for happiness, and it could be our realms of living or our states of living, or maybe it could be helping others. But before we help others, we have to see us. We do it because of us, and we do it for others. And when we do it for others, our journey, our mission, the road for our journey, for our mission is going to be clearer. This number one is to recognize that personal mission. So whoever has been here in the past time, that we have been journeying with some in a project, something, just recognize our personal mission. Recognize it. Be strong in recognizing that mission and announce it to ourselves. That so the characteristic of the attribute of this mission is of this number one is this mission. That we can see deep within ourselves, that each person in our house here, in our small house here, that we all have this attribute, that we have recognized our mission. The mission then will bring us to, we will have our mission, and we will also have our passion. She uses similar colors. Passion, I think I'm going to use a different color. Passion. Mission and passion. When we have a mission, then we'll have a passion. Passion. And then from that we will also have motivation. We will have motivation. We will have motivation. Motivation. That's why each day we wake up here learning this morning. It's not just for ourselves to have the happiness, but with studies that we learn so that our family can have happiness, our organization can have happiness, and of course society happiness. So that we don't let go of our wanting others, our expectation on others, so that we can have that awareness that the cause is within us. So that our inputting our awareness that today we're learning for us, and we want for this one here, or that we are doing this, that we are here because there is a reason. There is a reason, and that's why we wake up each morning, so that we can and strengthen our country, strengthen, and then from that mission, we have that passion to do so, and therefore motivation. With this motivation, then will give us our action. Hand up. Our action. We will take action. We will take action.
Sứ mệnh, đam mê, động lực, hành động.
Mission, passion, motivation, action. And I want to have a conversation with you here.
Để có lúc ta đi nhắc lại cái từ vai trò.
One person keeps mentioning about the role. The role comes from the awareness of that personal, from deep within, that awareness from deep within, that we have that push from inside, that pushing us to take action. That it is the passion and motivation, and it is the awareness, that personal awareness. That people who have an organization or community, then that mission is projected outside, because the mission of that community is what's projected from us outside. Because of that awareness of that mission, that we attract people of that shared words and shared agreement and shared way. That's why we're in that community together. So when we look at this diagram here, it is a very precious diagram. Yeah, we can actually put it up. Yeah, because it's about recognizing that personal mission. Yeah, from each person here, each individual. Chị Yến has been waiting and very patiently waiting, as well, persistently waiting till now. Thank you for calling me. But I also see Ted wanting to share, so please let him share first. Wow, so interesting. We're giving way for each other. So you've been putting your hand up over an hour now. Do you really? You sure you don't want it? Not yet. Thank you. Thank you, Kusan In, for allowing me to share. And hello, everyone in the Zoom room. Yeah, first, I want to express my gratitude to Akai and all the teachers that day and night you've been sharing this precious knowledge. For me today, when I hear you share, I really want to share what I want to say. I want to say thank you to Sun In, my wife, who is also my connector. My name is Lefuthet. I am vice support leader of the House 311. So for me, when I receive this number one, I feel okay. When I become this number one, in me, when we see an oak tree when it grows, that it grows and it just it grows and it just grows, and then as it becomes and it grows the branches, it just creates the shade for others, and the ox that just comes under the shade. So the oak and another type of oak. Okay, so that's the image that I create for myself. So for the community that I come in, I see people, other people in my House 311, amazing people. And I realize that people are the bridges, that they help me to cross to another realm, to another space where I can grow and mature. And sometimes people are the road, and they're going to journey with me to head towards a distance, into the distance. And so for me, people are the capital, are assets, that when there are people, we will be able to attract the material wealth and finances. And for level one, the realms of living, level one, then how can people feel that they are next when they are with us, that they are always feeling happy, feeling loved, feeling hopeful? That I find that this number one here, that near this number one they feel happy and that they feel that they are treated with respect. And that yesterday when you shared the numbers 120 500 1 2 20 500, and so with myself as number one, as how do I can multiply, then we'll see when we see people I can multiply then into a person that has shared concepts, shared energy, and shared image. So how do we get to number 2 and number 3 and to 20? And in those 20, that we can just so a simple calculation 1 to 20, and we will contain those 20 people. And then within the house, someone who worked out to be 400, and with these, and it's quite simple to achieve. And then with these 400, we'll just share this work. And these 400 people, and each person can be another 20. And the number will come close to 10,000. And we can see that the 10,000 is nice and round and it's beautiful. And through this work here, I realized, if we have enough passion and mission and motivation to do, that the number of 10,000 is quite a simple number to reach. That when we have this, we can easily support the 20 business owners, and from that, basically, it will grow. So that is my take on this. Thank you, and I'll stop here. Okay, keep the image of 20 business owners, on the same journey. 20 business owners, okay? Thank you,
Thôi chị Yến nói tiếp đi.
Chị Yến. Yes, on the other Zoom, people are really cheering for you. So thank you, Paul, thank you everyone. On the chat, I can see that everyone is supporting. Thank you everyone from the masters and mentors. Thank you for containing myself and my husband. I was going to talk first, but I know that my husband really wanted to talk, so I allowed him to speak first. And someone is saying, really admire you too. So from the Sweet event recently, so introduced me to Go Food, and I outside she's petite, but at that point I was really impressed with her bright complexion. But today your sharing is really relevant to our journey as a mentor. You've left a really big impression that even good women had to give us an extra part for you to help us to become more thorough with this work. I'm really impressed with what you've shared. When I read the portrait of my mentor master, I realize that such as the deep comprehension of the law, basically is reading the portrait. And so with that, I didn't pay attention to each of the words and the structure of it. But hold on to the keys, hold tight the keys. But from your sharing about the keys, really helped me to see that each one of your words, each one of your words, they hold the images, and through your guiding and your guidance, really makes it really interesting for me. And so I realized that in your work that you put a lot of time and effort, and you are an expert at sharing, at retelling. So that is what I want to send you. Apart from that, yesterday I also learned that is first we want to build a community. Then we think about building a community of experts. And through that, I've learned two things. Number one is to attract through our rooms of living. And through my life journey, I realized that through the phases of my life that I through personal development, that each of the teachers that was asked, oh, what is the end? What is our goal at the end of our life? And often people say happiness, but through time, people say, I also want a family. I have a harmonious family, and then and I also learned that people's dreams cannot surpass what they hear and what they see. And so over time, we think about health, and then I know people traveling the world. I also want that, so forth, etc. And then when we are given the ultimate outcome, which is to help people be happy, and and transmitting this, or transferring this through a culture. Thank you, Golden Ha, as well, for sharing. A person who's also hold a picture of 1,000 family educators. So we attract people through our way of living. That way, it's not through convincing them or hoping that they will change, but it is through our life. That when they see us living our life, that they want to get there or not. So when we have the expectation of others, then people will see, they're learning, but look at them. So what we do is we return to number one, and strengthen, work on ourselves, so we don't have to go and convince people. And so a person who's successful is a person who has others who want to be with us, near us. A person with, such saying, a successful mother, the children want to be near. A successful wife, the husband wants to be near. And a successful manager is when the workers want to be near them. And I can see, and in our house, also has applied this work to regulate his mentality. And back then, he seldom expressed himself, but through the learning, he's able to now create the group of people, not to do work, but to develop themselves. So through that, he incorporates the knowledge of the philosophy. And so that's about the realms of living. The second is, how do we lead people? So what I've realized is it is to have that balance of the 7 aspects of the holistic life. I really appreciate Paul Whitlam for sharing this with me. A person, when we look at a person who is rich, and we look at their material wealth. But then we look at if they have all of these but they don't have health, then they are not yet wealthy. But they need to also have wealth of physical health. And then over time, that they have the physical health, but they don't have the right energy, then it's hard for them to hold on to that, to their health and their wealth. But that they must also have the wealth of competency. And then if we look at that and they're really, really wealthy, but no one wants to be near them, then we realize that they also need to have wealth of virtue, so that they can hold people, keep people. And when they have the character, then they need to have the attract people. And then there's people with all sorts of different characteristics, then we need mentality. And then we have people around us, then we need to be able to help people to shoulder and to keep the community, and we need to have wisdom. So thank you for always wholeheartedly sharing this with us. Yeah, to help my house to understand and to comprehend this. Yeah. So we don't have to become that person to have that room of living yet, but yeah, that attracting people is quite simple. We just need to be different and from them. Yeah. So to be different and also to have that a separation. I don't know what the word is anymore. To be different from people. Yeah. They will also attract people if it is towards the light. So I'd like to express my gratitude to Cô Nhuận Vân, Thầy Binh Cương, and a lot of other people at Kinh Dục in Jitan, and all the people from my house, and everyone was so contained, so loving, that people all valuable assets too. Yeah, and they also are great learners. Yeah. To help us to stand above all life situations. Yeah, so person, the supporting leader of the house as well. That I get to learn and to do and changing every day. We have. Yeah, so thank you also for giving us all the competency, so all the skills on dancing, calligraphy, and swimming, all of those. We can use those to then attract people. Yeah, so thank you for containing me. Thank you, Cô Phương. Thank you, everyone. We have to think about our house, don't we? Please be nine. Yeah. If there was some. So as a person, it's just acknowledging how. Okay, so he's sharing now. If I may butt in here for a little bit, I also have a small company. I'd like to apply for the. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for your tolerance to allow me to hop in here. I appreciate the knowledge, the environment, and the organization. So this knowledge is extremely precious and extremely helpful for our life. So in an outing, I saw a lady and she was on an outing with us, but when it's time, she's still checking to learn. So then and then she said to me, "Well, I'm learning this." Yeah, during that time, I don't know anything. I just met the president of OBD. And during that time, I knew about OBD, but I didn't know about WIT. So when I came, I was at a big shock when I came in. There was a lot of people. And when I came in here, I learned about letting go of that self. What's the word? Self. The word the other day that Bimo said to me. The self-image. To let go. And I feel like, okay, so when I come and I don't know all the wonderful people over here, I can't speak as well as them. Then I realized. All the judgments that I might that they might have about me. So especially Cô Ngà Phan and her knowledge is so vast. And how can I go and how can I appear and speak better than her or other people? So it's been more than 3 months now, and and I want to. Yeah, I am a support for 338, but yeah, so we're all learning really well, but appearing in front of the in front of everyone here is not something that we're strong with. So today, thank you for created that motivation in me, and so I feel like I need to become the master of myself, and to lead myself, and so I can be that role model for the family, for the house, because they see. The first time I learned from OBD, I had I have yeah. So during that time, a lot of negative information that was coming to me, and I thought maybe I won't continue. But then I saw Google Film, and Google Film said, "Come and learn the knowledge." And then when I then I stopped bothering with being bothered with the negative information that was flowing in. And so Google Film, when she speaks, her voice is different, the sound is different. And although it is only a very short time, but I still always remember Wofun, and I remember her face. Back then, she's not as pretty as now. Now she's yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah. So it's really convincing for me to that when I watch and I see that all the teachers, all the lady teachers, always look prettier and changing and maturing. Yeah. Yeah, and I was following a class, and that class has stopped, so I lost motivation to learn, and I was going to give up at the end of August. Yeah, maybe even in September. I appreciate Tan Tan. Tan Tan is also a leader of the class here. Tan Tan was also in the OBD group, and Tan Tan brought me in a community of 5 something, maybe it's a virtue group that just came in, and I was attracted by Phương. Yeah, allow me to wake up to hear her talk, and her mentality and her knowledge. Yeah. So apart from Cô Phương, also connected with Thầy Chi Kim. Thầy Chi Kim, he's so knowledgeable. Yeah. And for those two people, young and so knowledgeable, and so who am I? Yeah. So I can let go of my the stigma of me being who, so I can let that go, so I can speak. I can share with everyone. So then I changed the view of me when I appear in front of people, then people must respect me, and people need to listen, and people need to learn from me. Not when I appear that I am not I'm a person who's small and have nothing to share.
Nhờ lời nói động viên của em Thanh Thanh học chung trong lớp OBD khóa 4 thì nhờ hỗ trợ của cô Hiền ngay ngày đầu tiên.
So I have a lot of support from Cô Phương, motivating me, people from Cô Thanh for bringing me in, and there's 2-3 others that he's mentioned. Yeah. So then so my thirst for information, my thirst for learning is activated. So when I applied it, something wasn't right, and during that time, so lucky for me that Ko Hien appeared, and Ko Hien shared. So if
tự nhiên câu của mình gọi là gì anh ơi em mới vừa
Oh, so when he was doing the exams and he couldn't get it right, and someone go in appeared and helped him to pass, and that woman messaged straight away and came into the interview, and that is how we got here. So the process of so my process of becoming Mentor 7 was within the 2 hours. Everything was done, and the woman came and interviewed him straight away, and he became the Mentor 7. So there's a little bit of I have that stigma of become that great student, but I haven't learned everything there is as expected. But I did attend the LBD's course, and there were bits of the inner being knowledge, and I used that to do the exam. And I do have knowledge about tourism. I do have knowledge about So if it is something that I know, then I'm very confident to stand up and talk about. But standing in front of everyone, I'm too scared here. That I feel everyone knows about this inner being, but I don't know anything. So I won't allow myself to speak up. So here I'm very touched from within for having this time to talk in front of everyone. That I've stealing the time from everyone. Chính sống stealing the time for everyone here. So thank you for allowing me to talk and to go through. Yep, once again, thank you everyone. Yep, so I have a small business from Nha Trang. Yeah, thank you. He says I always remember you. Yeah, even everything, mentality and her knowledge and her her etiquette, the way she holds herself. That everyone you don't know over film is very amazing. Yeah, her knowledge is very vast. Yeah, hold on to. Thank you for holding on tightly the keys. Without me, there'll be someone else who will be better than me, a million times better than me. Thank you for holding the keys. So today you shared that wonderful, very deep concept, which is under the tree I had the cool breeze, and away from the tree I'm mature. So, and then the following is also really exactly my situation is with someone who guides me, then it is limited success. But without someone guiding us, then it is unlimited success. So would you always need a master? Yeah. That we have someone here to guide us. Yeah, and so with your karma, if it's not this environment, it'll be another environment. There's always rain. Yeah, there's always rain, and people with roots will then absorb. Yeah, everyone has a reason. That each person, the existence of each person, it has an importance, has a reason. Our existence always have a reason. There's no by chance, not by chance, and it's not natural. That when we hold the key, that we will hold on to the recipe, the formula, in order for us to have what we want. So today's formula that for us to have 10,000 or 500 or 20 or 2 or just having ourselves, or just having ourselves, with the awareness of the picture, of the mental image, through the key. It is through the key of recognizing or recognition and gratitude. So recognizing in ourselves. There are some people who have everything but themselves, then everything becomes meaningless. But when we have one, we can recognize that one. We can have that one. Then we can have 2. We can have 5. We can have 10. We can have 20. We can have 500. We can have 10,000. But we must have ourselves first. We must have our life. We must have our mission. Then we'll have number 2. All we have to do is to hold on to the key in our hands. That we are our own value asset. And then we can attract the value assets from outside. So if we hold on to the key, not only will we have the value assets, we will have a whole community. So it's the whole journey. The whole journey is only to do one thing, is to become that number 1 for ourselves first. For ourselves, and then for our marriage, for our family, for our organization, for our society. So through us having mission to attract the masters, the helpers to come and the masters to lead, and to attract the 9 types of people. To attract the helpers to help, to attract the wise to point us in the right direction. It's all the 9 in 1. What is it that we want? What to become the person who is happy. We want to be a person with that lives a life with value, to help people, to help others, to transfer this work, to create. So in that declaration, we must know now that declaration is not someone telling us, but today when we are talking with each other, to each other with the inner being language, it is the language that we are saying. That declaration is us saying it, and therefore we will feel that state of living is ours. It's our mission. Other people allow us to see it, but with that personal mission that we see, it is ours. From that road, from that place, our road is clear. To multiply, and for us to simplify. For us to simplify, it will be simplified when we do this. Our existence here has a reason and has an importance. As long as we can see ourselves, we appear in this world. There is a reason for our existence, and there is an importance for our existence. And so as we journey, a lot of opportunities come for us to experience, so that we can return to strengthen the cause of number 1. No one is extra. Whether it's 20, 21, it's all around that 20. It's all around this 20. They all exist for a reason. A person who likes a pink, person like orange, people like to think, people like to just listen. They all have a reason and a purpose in this picture, in this mission. So anyone who comes is the right condition. They come to give us a lesson so that we can complete the picture of our mission. And so they come and allow us to know what is it that is the fruit that we want to eat. And then our passion will form and motivation will come and our action we will take action. Maybe it is to declare it with everyone. Yeah. Well, our action is to open up a community or a company. Yeah. But first we must have mission. A mission. Yeah. It's not even a must, but it's a like the as in it's a right. It's a right. Yeah. It's a right. We don't have to look for it. Yeah. It's not even a must. Yeah. It's a recognition. We need to recognize our mission. Yeah. So that when we are full and when we are complete. Yeah. So because of the environment from Mental One that I was in, a lot of people support me, encouraging me, watching my growth, and through my mature the process. There's always people coming to support me. There are some calls that are really heartwarming because I am firm on my mission, and there are people who are like the prosperer. They just come and prosper what it is that I the mission that I'm on. When we are firm on our mission, when we've anchored our mission. Yeah, we don't know who we are going to be the expert for, or a coach for, or a consultant for. We don't know, but it is for ourselves first. Yeah, we can guide, we can lead our own journey. Yeah, we don't need to go and look and find people to come and learn from us. But we are clear, it's need to be clear of our journey. We receive our mission, and naturally there will be conditions, there will be people to come and support us. There will be people who will come and look for us to help them. There will be naturally people will come and find us. We don't have to put in effort to go into this room and that room and to go into people's community. If it is our mission, if our mission contains others, then they will come and they will look for us. Yeah, other community will naturally just give, like some communities, they'll give us all their communities for us to lead, to guide them. If our mission encompasses theirs. Yeah, we just have to hold on to the key of recognizing and gratitude. Each day, hold on to that key, and eventually we also recognize our mission. Yeah, recognize what is our mission. Like us recognizing our hands, that, and then we can recognize our whole body. Yeah, we could not see our stomach, but if we do X-ray, we can see it. But not always that we can see it. But seeing here means we can feel it. Yeah, not just seeing, but we sense it and feel it. Yeah. So how? So let's do one more. Seeing. So seeing is not just frankly seeing, but seeing is also, okay, what are the 3 words we've recently agreed to? So seeing, as in for something to be a material to us. Yeah, we also have what we sense. Yeah, what we feel, through what we feel, and what we see. Yeah, what we see. Yeah, what we sense, what we feel, what we see. So through this we can see it with our heart, we can feel through our, and it could be through our expanding our awareness. Then we can see, yeah, we can feel. Feel is when we raise our vibrational frequency. You can feel it more. Here, sense is from our raising or expanding our awareness. We can sense. Yeah. Sense it through our beneficial source concepts.
Cảm thấy, nhận thấy và nhìn thấy.
Sense,
Ta có thể
feel,
thấy sứ mệnh của
see.
mình.
So how do we see our mission? It's through all of this. Sense, feel it, see it. Yeah. Often we just see it. Yeah, you see as into to see in front of our eyes. That we only are matching the vibration of one area. See them doing this. See them changing in this way. Yeah, through social media or through work, through our group, we see. Yeah, we see A is A, B is B, like or some the name to it. But this one seeing with our eyes is limited. Yeah, it's limited because it's material. This is limited. When we see a house, money, yeah, a car, and when we see these things that based on society, we see it can change. Yeah, when we're chasing after the house or car, some other people are already quietly designing aeroplanes and spaceship. When we are chasing success, we're looking for people coming with us, and people are already looking for people of the same or shared words. So it's like that with the seeing. So it comes from the part where we recognize and we have gratitude. Recognize, recognition, and gratitude. With our senses, we, through our accumulation of knowledge, building that source concept, the beneficial source concepts, that we see. Yeah. From that, when we recognize that mission, a lot of condition will come, the right condition will come for us to sense sense differently. Yeah. So we can recognize the opportunities for us to learn, recognize the success, the way to success, the road to success, the opportunity for it. Yeah. So through, yeah, then we can see the road very clearly. And so when we have, we hold on to the key, then we'll have the first. Yeah. So when we hold on to the key, yeah, and we can. Yeah. We need to hold on to the keys. Yeah. Hold on. And to hold on to the key, we have to flow with the principles and flow with the principles. Yeah. And with the principles and laws, and with that, in order to do that, we have to have the 3 reference systems. Yeah. And so we need to listen and follow. Yeah. So each person, each one of us, we will have a way of organizing. Yeah. To light up our own light. To know what to do with ourselves, what to do with our family, with our organization. Yeah. So with our natural wisdom, we will know naturally to organize it, which way to go, how to go about it. Yeah. Be good, listen, and follow. Yeah. So before us, we have many teachers already. Yeah. Before us. Yeah. In our environment, there are many conditions or affinity that there are lots of people already. Yeah, people have done it already. There are the road that we are on. There are many people before us already. We just have to listen and follow. Yeah. So up to a certain point where we have accumulated. Up to a certain point, we will then be able to look after our own community and build our own community. So we receive. So first, number one is to receive, to recognize our mission. Yeah. Number two is to have recognition and gratitude. So one is recognizing our mission. Yeah. So we have that. Follow that formula. Go from one first. Yeah, from one first. And so for people who have a community already, and in order to keep it, we can also follow the formula. So go back to number one. To always strengthening this number one. Yeah. With the work of holding tightly with the key, holding tightly the keys. Yeah. So some people have a whole family learning this. So let's go back with number one. So people who haven't got a community yet still can start with this number one. Yeah. Hold on to the key of recognizing recognition, gratitude. So recognizing our own value. Always start with this number one, to strengthening our mission. Recognizing our new mission, passion, motivation, and action. So people who may have a community of 100, 500, 10,000, still come back to that awareness of the self. Yeah. We don't have to go and look for how many, but our mission, how many people are we covering? Will it be equivalent to the number of people that we attract? Yeah, also comes from, it all starts from this number one. Two, 1 to 20, 500 or 10,000. Also start with number one. Just creating that image. Yeah. Creating that. What is that image that we want? Yeah, start with number one. Isn't that simple? Very simple, isn't it? Yeah, from here. From here. It started from here. Yeah, everything starts from this number one here. We do have number two. So after number two, after number one, we will do number two. Now from number two, we will have 20, and we will have 500, and we can do 1,000 or 10,000 from number two. Yeah. So let's inquire today in our group. Let's inquire, how can we have two? How can we have two? So those who have learned already, we will have about the left and right supports. So how do we keep the two, and how do we develop these two so that we can have 20, 500, and 10,000? Let's go into our house and discuss. Okay, so we already have goals, which is our mission. Yeah, passion, motivation, action. But how are we going to keep two? How do we develop the number two? And how do we lift our number two? To create value for 20, to create value for 500. So let's go into the room, into our house, and tomorrow we're going to prioritize answering two. Okay, so for all those who have their hands up, tomorrow we will continue. How do we attract two? How do we keep two, develop two, strengthening two, so that we can have the rest? Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for Golden Lay to be here with us for the translation this morning. I would like to express my honoring and gratitude also to Thầy Ngọc Dưỡng supporting us on the IT. This morning, maybe some of you waiting a little bit time, right? Yeah, so we express our honoring gratitude to our Thầy Ngọc Dưỡng. Yes, he is always here to support in our team. And also for cô Linh Lê, cô An, thầy Frank, thầy Lô Xuân Thống, thầy Minh Long, and also for all the translation team, cô Xuân Ý, cô Trema Thu Trang, cô Syria Thanh Thúy, cô Jessie, cô Audrey, cô Kelly. Yes, and especially for the presence and learning of all member, brother and sister in the house, really nice. Yes, once again, thank you a lot for the presence of all of us on this wonderful journey. And today lesson is really wonderful, and there are many new concept for us. So I think this is the time for the family 339 to gathering in your Zoom room to share with each others and discuss also about the number 2. So that tomorrow when we come back to the class, we have something to waiting for our teacher to share with us. Yeah, once again, thank you so much. Yes, have a good day, everyone.
Thank you, Ko Hami. I think it would be very appropriate at the end of the session that we leave the house to express their gratitude. Ron, do you think that would be appropriate? Because I think as a receiver of these, that you would want to express your gratitude instead of Ko Hami expressing it. So it's still like what do you think, Ron?
Yes, I agree. I would like to express my thanks to Ko Hami, Ko Ling Lei, and to all the supporters in the house for House 339, and to all the brothers and sisters that are here. I appreciate all of you, and yes, I appreciate everything that you are all doing for me and helping me out with this knowledge for everybody in the house, Tai Frank, Tai Tong, everybody. So, thank you.
So I appreciate that. Also, Ron, if we can have, I think to create an opportunity for everyone to speak as well, because when we speak, we bond. So if we do the same in terms of like the way we share our declaration and statements, that we would take turns to do that too. I think it would be great for everyone to start recognizing who are the people in the room and who are our supporters. Yeah, because we are going to journey. I mean, we have journeyed through a bit together, but I don't think people said their names, or we only said it through the exam. And through the exam, I realized that we haven't really connected through that. We just come in here, we hear the translation, but not quite a connection because we're not interacting. That's number one. Number two that I've realized when I was sharing, and I've realized this before, but then we've stopped, is that we need to, like, how people are sharing outside. Raise your hand outside so that people will recognize our house. Now, the reason being is that people forget that we have a room of English-speaking people, and so I think it would be I think our existence, like today's content, our existence have a reason, and I think it's very clear that the importance of our class in here is for the whole community to see that there are people who don't have the language and they are trying so hard to learn. That will really encourage, it motivates people outside. Are you with me? So our existence is just the mere, just us existing is already have that impact on the community. So I think we should share and we should promote, or we should just your thankfulness like that, the gratitude, instead of saying in here, say it out there for everyone to know, because through that gratitude, through that sharing of, I really love the house, Lan An does this, or Ron is our captain, he does this and that. We just share it outside. That is how we then become known to people so that we can recognize each other. And so we need it. We need the energy from the external, from the room outside as well. Everyone holding that image for us, that we'll come home, triumphantly. And then with us, we are going to be the first people, you guys, the 21 people here, are going to be the first people to share it out there. So 1, Tetuan, 20, that's us. So we are those people. So, put your hand up outside, speak in English, doesn't matter. I'll jump out there and I'll do it, or go, we will be able to support us. But I think that synergy in terms of, our existence is going to give that energy for the room outside. The room outside will be the people holding that image for us to complete this course, which means our own transformation. So we need each other, yeah, and helping each other to build this community. Yeah, I see Ron's hand.
Yes, I think also for the declaration and the portrait, other people should also get involved in that. I know in the big house, everybody reads it at the same time, but I don't know how that would work in our house.
Yeah, we can do that, Ron. We can do the reading at the same time. I think let's make it a like turn on our camera. You can turn it off after, but during that time, turn it on so that you make an effort to read it. Because here's the thing about the declaration: when we read it, we have the words as well as the reminder of our journey. Otherwise, as we go along, we will have things like, oh, I'm too busy with this, or then the support isn't exactly what I want. Reasons like that will creep in because remember, darkness is always existing. Yeah, darkness is always there. So read the declaration together because it is our reminder. It's a great reminder that's already very succinct and very, well crafted for us to have that mental picture of our journey together. So, or your own journey. Yeah. So
Not always the same person reading it as well.
yeah. So we should all turn on our camera, just that part, and then turn off. Like we can really make an effort to pause wherever we are. Being at work, Ron, you're at work, or people at different places driving. We can actually stop by the side of the road just for that 1 minute to read them, and then after that, just listen. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Ron, that we should read together. I think there is a reason why everyone wants everyone to read together. Yeah, so there's two things we can remember that. And at the end of the class, someone just raise their hand and say to send the gratitude. Yeah. Okay.
I don't mind doing that. I will do that.
Yeah, so you can start, Ron, and then people can then, raise their hand and continue perhaps, because I think that's the practice that is going to help us to recognize, the key, to practice the key. We hold on to the key, we practice it here because we are allowed, and we also remind each other. But when we go home, we forget. We forget to recognize our wife, our husband, our children. We don't remember. So we practice it here to do that, and I think it's important for us to have that practice to the participants rather than the support. The support people, of course, we can do it afterwards. Then thank back because our existence here is supporting one another. Okay, so we'll see you in the house. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you all the supporters. Really appreciate your help today, especially.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll
Thank
see
you, everyone.
Bye,
See you in our house.
Bye bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thank you cô Linh Linh, thank you cô Hà Anh, cô Chị Ma, cô Xuân Ý, chị Thúy, thầy Phan Phương, cô An Trang and everyone.